I am pretty darn excited to tell you guys what I've been up to the last 4 days. And it's been a plan that I had been wanting to try again, but just haven't really gotten around to it. And this time I did, because it is a plan that I can actually stick to totally. Let's get into what went on.
Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon, side by side and through and through.
When I actually got on the scale, I think it was Thursday morning, I'm like, oh my God, it was a horrible experience. And I thought, I need to do something fast, like something that'll work fast for me right now at this moment, in something that I really enjoy. And something that I did a few years ago was the egg fast. And I know I've got a lot of criticism on this, good and bad. And it was just something that I stuck to so easily, and it was super easy to follow. You can mix it up to whatever you enjoy as long as it's on the same lines. So like the egg fast is mainly supposed to be eggs, butter, and cheese, and that's it. The rules of the egg fast is to use 1 tablespoon of butter per egg. And you guys, I don't know about you, but I cannot eat that much butter. I don't care how good butter tastes. I cannot eat that much butter. The main thing is to stay under 20 grams. There's different ideas of how many carbs you should have on the egg fast. They're like the really strict egg fast, which I have never tried yet. And I don't think I will, because I would think I would get too bored with it. It is to have only 5 grams of carbs. That's pretty hard to do, since eggs have like a half a gram of carb per egg. So if you're just eating eggs, you're going to fill up that 5 grams just like that. Of course, we never use store eggs. We always use eggs, farm fresh eggs, and they are so much better for you and healthier for you. Less cholesterol as well. So when you're going into this eating so many eggs, I don't have high cholesterol, which is the reason I decided I wanted to do this. If I had high cholesterol, I probably wouldn't be doing this. Right now, I'm going to get into day 1 on what I ate during the egg fast. You guys can check it out. And I am also going to share the first overall weigh-in. Now, don't fall over dead, because I almost did. I hadn't weighed myself in a couple weeks. And then when I got on the scale yesterday morning to start the egg fast, I'm like, oh my gosh, it was insane. It's crazy how fast I'm gaining just eating at home and not eating out. Anyway, we're gonna go to day 1 right now, because I've been talking way too much already. So here's day 1 on the egg fast. Yeah, that's crazy. So this is my breakfast for today. 3 boiled eggs and 1 ounce of Wisconsin cheese. Okay, I just got myself a full glass of water. I drank a bunch of it. But this is a 23, actually a 22 ounce, but I can force 23 to 24 ounces in it if I get it up to the tippity top. I put 23 ounces in it. Having my second glass of water right now. So I just had a flat white, and I had it with half and half, because I am keeping everything low carbs. So I just had the espresso and the half and half, and then that is it for that one. And then I did have another glass of water. So this is my third one for the day. So during the egg fast, you can have, I think, up to 9 eggs a day. I know that sounds like a lot. What I did is put in 1 teaspoon of butter in this pan, and I'm going to put 3 eggs in here, scramble them up, put a little dab of half and half in there, because it's very low carbs, if any, for the little bit that I'm going to be using. And I'm going to make some scrambled eggs, and I'm going to have some cottage cheese with that, because it is one of my favorite things. So the pan is getting nice and hot. I use this half and half, and like I said, the carbs on this, sorry for the shadow, is 1 gram for 2 tablespoons, and I'm not putting even near 2 tablespoons in there. So I'm trying to keep my carbs under, I believe it was, you're supposed to keep the carbs under, I have to check my list again. I forgot how many carbs you're supposed to have on the egg fast plan. And I'm just going to scramble these up. And I have to check the carbs on my cottage cheese too before I add it. And this is my own version of the egg fast. There's so many different ways to do it. And I try to stick to the original way that they had called for, but I just can't do all the butter. So in place of the butter, I have things like half and half for my fat, and cottage cheese, and sometimes avocado. So those things are replacing my fat. Okay, I'm going to add my pan. Wasn't quite hot enough. I like to hear that sizzle. So this is a little bit more than I wanted to have with the carbs. It's 3 grams. So what I'm going to do is cut this in half. So I'm going to have like 55 grams, about 56 grams, somewhere around there. And that'll be plenty for my eggs. I might not even need that much, but I'll weigh it out and show you. All right, there are my eggs. I'm going to let them cool off just a bit before I add the cottage cheese on there. We're going to tear out the bowl and the eggs together, so I know exactly how much cottage cheese I have in here. And we're going to put this on grams. So 51 is what we're, no, 55 is what we're looking for. It's 113. Of course I got some on the, of course I made a mess out of it. Okay. So 56 grams, that's good. That's right where I want it. And that is plenty for my eggs. So I'm going to count that as actually I'm going to count that as 2 grams of carbs, just to be on the safe side. I've got 5 grams for my half and half already from my coffee. So this is my lunch for today. And it is actually a late lunch. It is 3 o'clock. So I'm eating a very late lunch. That's because I had my espresso, my flat white, at noon, and I just wasn't hungry because it had so much half and half in it. So now I'm having this at 3. I made myself another flat white. It is 5 carbs. Plus I have more water. That is my 4th one today. So I have 4 waters today, which will be my last one because I don't want to be up all night going to the bathroom. So I'm having my dinner tonight, just 2 hard-boiled eggs, and I'm rewatching my video because Miss Ada wanted to see it. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that she loves watching my videos. Anyway, so I'm sitting here eating some eggs, and this is my last meal of the night, and I will start again tomorrow. So today was a success on the egg fast. Okay, as you can see, it was low carb. I had the coffee, my flat white, which was like 5 grams. I think each cup I have is 5 grams, and I try to stick to 1 or 2. I've never had more than 2 in a day. Usually I will have 1.5 because I usually don't finish the second one. Even like on the one you saw, I left like this much in the bottom. So I feel safe calling it 5 grams completely. So let's move on to day 2 so you can see what I ate all day on day 2. So the sunrise we have to start out day 2 is really amazing. Has to be a good sign, right? It is super cold out here though. I think it might be 0 degrees, maybe negative something. It's cold. Good Friday morning. I have my large glass of water for starting my day off this morning. Miley. And that's it so far. We'll bring you back for breakfast. So before I have some breakfast, I'm going to have a flat white, which is just half and half and espresso. And that is what I'm having so far. And this is 5 grams of carbs for that. It's a very small cup. Okay guys, I'm making a recipe called egg clouds. And so I've got these little containers here. I'm making 3 eggs. And the first thing I want to do is take my little containers and spray a little oil into there so the yolks don't dry up and stick to that, because I've made that mistake before. In this bowl here, I'm going to crack and separate the whites from the yolk. So there's 1. Oh, that's 2. 2 for 2. Wow, okay. I did not break any of the yolks, surprisingly. I'm just going to whisk this up until they form stiff peaks. Okay, so those actually form stiff peaks, so that's good. And I probably whisked that about a minute or two. This is a recipe I found online, but I'm gonna make up kind of my own with the cloud inside. So I'm gonna get a little bit of the pumpkin pie mix. I usually use cinnamon, but I don't have any regular cinnamon. I just have cinnamon with the sugar mixed in. And of course, I'm not gonna have sugar when I'm doing the egg fast. So, and then I'm gonna put in a packet of stevia. Sometimes I put in 2. I'll probably put in 2 because last time I remember I made it, there was like absolutely no sweetness to it. So 2 packs worked out great. I'm gonna go ahead and add 2 packs. And I hope that this tastes okay versus the cinnamon. And you're gonna just simply fold this in. You're not gonna stir real heavily. Put a piece of tin foil on there. Or you can use parchment paper, which I don't have. So what I'm gonna do is spray this a little so it doesn't stick. And then I'm just gonna take my clouds stuff here and I'm gonna flop it down here. And it should make 3 because however many yolks you have, that's how many clouds you want. So I'm gonna make 3 big clouds. Okay, my oven is preheated, so these are gonna go in for 3 minutes. The oven just beeped off, so I'm gonna go ahead and take out my pan. What I'm gonna do now is put the yolks in here. I made the little holes there. And then it's gonna go back in the oven. It says for 3 more minutes. I may do it for a little bit longer, depending on what they look like. I did turn the temperature up to 300, and we're gonna see how many minutes that takes. I will let you know. While I wait for my egg clouds to cook, I did pour myself a second glass of water for 24 ounces. All right, guys, my egg clouds are done. I like mine a little bit on the darker side.
One more. Okay, the pink.
Okay, there they are, guys. They look so good. I'll let you know how they taste. So this is my breakfast this morning. With the spray, they did stick quite a bit, so I think I'm going to do parchment paper next time and just have to go to the store and buy some. I'm having 1 ounce of cheese. I'll show you what cheese I'm having. So this is the cheese that we have. It is the medium cheddar cheese from Wisconsin. It's such good cheese. The best cheese. It is in love with it as well. I am having a flat white again, my second one. I'm having another full glass of water. I think this is number 3, 2 or 3. Pretty sure it's 3. Got a little hungry for a snack, so I'm having 1 egg with a little bit of cheese that's cut real thin, not even close to 1 ounce. So we're gonna count that is probably a ½ ounce. All right, so day 2, I was feeling pretty darn good because you saw that weigh-in the next morning. I was like, yes, this is awesome. This is what I wanted to see. It's all that water weight I was holding from all that salty crap I've been eating for weeks on end. So here is day 3 on the Egg Fest. I'm having some eggs for breakfast. I had 2 eggs with some cheese on top. I almost forgot to film it, but this is it for breakfast. And it is Saturday today? Is it Saturday today, Ada? Kids are ready to go to Great Grandma's house. And Corey and I just got done putting together something really huge for our Gloomhaven game.
I know it's P.
I've got my water, a full glass there, and we're getting set up to play Scythe, and Corey's fixing our drawer over there. The front keeps falling off. And that's what our plans are today. The kids are gone to Great Grandma's, so we have a quiet household here, so we're gonna learn how to play Scythe today. The lunch today is gonna be 3 hard-boiled eggs, 1 ounce of sharp cheddar cheese, medium sharp, another huge glass of water. I have already finished 2 of these, the 22 ounce, and I've got my salt, and we are preparing for Gloomhaven now. It's a humongous box. This is Gloomhaven. It is a cooperative game, so Nick is going to join in. I'm having 2 scrambled eggs and 55 grams of cottage cheese for dinner. So as you can see, day 3 in the morning was a little bit less, which is normal, totally normal. And I'm really excited overall. My main goal was to get under 270, and I did that. So when I go back to Weight Watchers next week, I'm hoping that Monday through Friday, Monday through Friday, I'm hoping that I can keep this weight all reined in, maybe even lose a little bit more. But I'm going to be doing it on a standard diet, just a little bit lower carb. I'm going to keep it probably 50 and under, and make sure that I don't go overboard with breads and snacky stuff and that kind of thing. We're going to go on to the next weigh-in, and my final weigh-in for the egg fast is coming up. Let's go to day 4 on the egg fast, and this is my last day on the egg fast. I did weigh in, and then tomorrow morning will be my final weigh-in. I will show you overall what I lost for the 4 days on the egg fast. We are heading out to get some eggs, but I do have a full glass of water going on here. We're out of eggs, and I really need some eggs for breakfast. We have arrived at the farm that we get eggs at, and we have guess who with us. What's your name, little girl? Thea? That's Thea. Are you enjoying your ride? Yeah? That's good. And we also have this little girl with us. Good Sunday morning. I've got scrambled eggs here with 56 grams of cottage cheese on the top. And that is my breakfast this morning. I made Corey the same thing, and he says, "Ooh, this is really good." Was it really good?
Very good.
So we're having this for breakfast.
Seems
and
decadent.
then, yeah, it does seem decadent. I creamed it up with some half and half, just a little splash, and just fried it in butter, 2 teaspoons of butter, and then the cottage cheese on top. After breakfast, we ran into town and got some of our favorite coffee for making espresso. So we are watching Long Story Short, where every few minutes his life forwards 12 years or so, 12 months. Crazy. We'll let you know if we like it. We are having the same thing as we had for breakfast. We're having a late lunch today, but I did add some paprika over that. And then I've got another glass of water, and that is our lunch today. I am having 2 fried eggs with cheese, under an ounce, because those are really thin slices. And I figured that's all I needed. And then I am editing still, and I also got a big glass of water. My likes and dislikes on the egg fast. My likes, it's easy for me to stick to. I never have an issue. This is the second time I've done it. I've never went off and done anything different. I never wanted to splurge on anything. I just stuck to my egg fast, totally 100% stuck to it. And I don't know why I can do that. Now, I've only done 3 days before. This is the first time I've tried 4 days. This is my 4th day today, and I just have dinner left to have. And it goes by so fast, you guys. We're sitting there, we're watching a movie, and then Corey's kind of following the egg fast today, and he's like, "Oh, I'm kind of feeling a little bit hungry." And then we look at the clock, and it's 1:30. I'm like, wow, we didn't even feel hungry before that. The second thing is they are super fast to make breakfast, dinner, and lunch. I mean, so fast to make it. If you just make scrambled eggs, the only thing that takes a while is when I make the egg cloud. Within the days that I have been doing the egg fast, I usually have egg clouds once. Third thing is I simply love eggs. If you guys have followed along on my channel, you know I love eggs. I eat a lot of eggs. I always get people saying, "Hey, you should watch your cholesterol with all those eggs." And yes, I do. And I always get my cholesterol checked every year. I've never had high cholesterol. I don't know why that is. I've always eaten eggs ever since I was a kid. I mean, there was times I think I would have 6 eggs, 7 eggs in one day when I was a kid. And then the last thing is, something I really like about it is super fast weight loss to get your maybe get your mind in the right mindset. Like, okay, I can lose this weight on the egg fast, and now I want to keep it off. So then you start doing better just to try to keep it off. And then my dislikes on it, it is kind of boring. It is. So when you decide you want to do the egg fast, have other things planned in your day. We do play a lot of board games. That really kept me from thinking about food or getting too bored with it. Being the last day of this egg fast, I am definitely getting bored, and I want to eat some fruit. And that's another thing too. When I'm on the egg fast, I always crave fruit. I think because fruit is full of those good carbs that your body craves. And I don't know, I just always have craved fruit. So I'm gonna pick up some blueberries tomorrow. I'm not gonna get the high carb, like apples are high in carbs. I think bananas are high in carbs. So things like berries, raspberries, strawberries, blueberries, those kind of things are, I think, the lowest in carbs that you can get when it comes to fruit. The other thing I disliked about it is there's so much butter. Now you can, like I said, you can change it up to do it the way you like it. In place of the butter, you can add things like avocado. I add full fat cottage cheese to mine, just a little bit, so because that is the highest carb thing that I have chose for cheese. Half and half, or whipping cream in your coffee. That is really good. I think you can have the bulletproof coffee. If you look under bulletproof coffee, you can get a recipe for that. I actually have never tried it, but boy, there's a lot of people raving about that and saying how great it is, and I really should try it someday and see if I like it. The last thing I really dislike about it is it is hard to do while traveling. I have tried to do it while traveling before, and I'm telling you guys, those darn gas station eggs that are in the little packages with hard-boiled eggs in it, they're horrible compared to the farm fresh eggs. Those are the things I liked and disliked about it. Okay, so because I am filming this on a Sunday and I want to get this edited and uploaded by Monday for you guys, I don't know what tomorrow weigh-in will be, but I will put it down below, the total weight loss that I had over the full 4 days. I'm going to shoot tomorrow morning weigh-in, and then I'm going to throw it in my video, and I'm going to have everything edited ready to go except for that little part in the video for Monday morning. I can just throw that in and then run to the library, upload it, and you guys should see it hopefully. I'm hoping this gets out there by noon on Monday. Okay guys, the final weigh-in of the 4-day egg fast. Dun, 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 dun. Not bad. I'm happy with that. And then after that on Monday, I'm going to start fresh with the Weight Watchers app and get everything in the app. I haven't been tracking in the app with this egg fast because obviously I'm probably going to be a little bit over, seeing that I have the half and half and the butter. So I probably will be over on points. So I just didn't want to depress myself by seeing that overage on my app while I was doing, I mean, obviously the calories are in check because I wouldn't be losing otherwise, right? I don't feel bad about not tracking it. But on Monday, I want to start tracking things. I want to make sure I keep track of my carbs. If I cook meals, that's going to be a little bit harder because, oh my gosh, guys, you have to figure out every little thing you put in the meal, and it's just so time consuming. So I'm hoping to find something a little bit easier just for this week. I am promising you that for the full week, Monday through Friday, until we go to Weight Watchers, I am definitely going to be here filming all of my food so you guys can see the weigh-in I have at Weight Watchers. It's probably going to be different than my scale here at home. And I knew it was always just a little bit above my scale at home. I'm pretty sure, I can't remember offhand, but I'm pretty sure it was just a little bit above our scale here at home. And so it might be a little higher at Weight Watchers than at my home. I'm going to end it here, and I'm going to say goodbye to you guys. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you want to follow along on my journey. Another 100 pounds to lose. So I'm going to be sharing almost everything I eat. And of course, there's going to be days that I'm not going to be on here because I do have my 3 grandbabies here staying with me. My daughter just had a brand new baby, and it's just kind of hard to juggle all of that into my day and then still film and edit and upload. With that, I'm going to let you guys go here. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to share it if you think anybody else may like it. And I really appreciate you guys watching. And if you've watched through this whole video, thank you. And we will see you guys another time. Bye, guys.
No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight.